Tonight on Alaska's News Source, some big veggies going to some happy animals. We take you to the Alaska Wildlife Conservation Center where the state fair vegetables are being eaten.
How many laps are you going to do today?
Plus, climbing Alyeska's north face isn't for the weak, but some are doing it multiple times in a row for charity. And a big birthday is just around the corner. Hear the story of a man turning 100 years old. Special weather statements have been issued for some parts of the state, as well as a storm warning for the Aleutian Islands.
You're watching Alaska's News Source.
It's a question we all face. What do we do with all of our leftover veggies? We'll take a look at the solution that the Alaska Wildlife Conservation Center has come up with for the veggies judged at the fair. The Alaska State Fair farmers and the nonprofit came together to share the wealth of the growing season with the animals at the center. Here you can see some of the bears going to town on the food that was hauled in on the tractor, while some people in the background get to watch.
They're getting a lot of cabbage. That was pretty cool to see. We've got some carrots mixed in. Everybody loves carrots. And then we also have some zucchinis.
For those in the stands, the show can be quite entertaining. The animals enjoy not only the healthy foods on hand, but also get enrichment from the new experiences.
I'm just so thankful because it's such a fun day for all the animals. They get really into it. They don't get this kind of big enrichment that often. And so especially driving in with a tractor and letting the bears just kind of rip through the bucket, that's not something we allow the bears to do all the time.
The partnership has been going on for some time now, leading to the effort becoming an annual event. And Saturday at Alyeska, people spent the day climbing up North Face and taking the tram down.
Participants climb the north face of Alyeska as many times as possible within a 10-hour period of time. And that's over 2-mile climb, ascending 2,000 feet. So particularly for those climbers who climb multiple times, it's an incredible feat of physical achievement.
And they did it as a way to raise awareness and money for women's health programs like gynecological cancer. The funds support the Girdwood Health Center and Let Every Woman Know, which is a local organization that raises awareness of gynecological cancer. About 400 people were on the course Saturday. Alyeska says most typically do 4 laps.
And this is a unique event format. It's unlike anywhere else in the world as it combines and utilizes our aerial tram. So as the competitors hike up, they will be foot powered entirely on their own, and then they'll take a tram ride down, and that's so that they can get as much vertical in the duration of the race.
The Girdwood Health Clinic says the top male finisher completed 13 laps and the top female finisher did 12.
Good.
Those are both tied for the records. And Bailey, it's yet another busy week statewide for weather. What can we look forward to this week? I mean, for us here in South Central, pretty much across the region, we're going to continue to see those cloudy skies moving on through, a little bit of showers here and there. But you know, other parts of the state are seeing some special weather statements, and over in the Aleutians seeing some storm warnings happening. But again, like I said, here in Anchorage, we're seeing those cloudy skies. You can just see all that moisture sitting over top of the mountains. So you can expect to see some of that continuing on during this work week. But temperatures are going to stay a little on the cooler side, closer to 60 than what we had been seeing earlier this month, or I guess towards the end of August. But of course, with our out the door forecast and our picture from Viola Ceridlook, we have cloudy skies on the way overnight. And then tomorrow, as we progress into the afternoon, you're going to catch a little bit more sunshine than what we've been seeing so far this weekend. But of course, that sunshine's going to be a little bit in and out with those cloudy skies moving on through. So with our skycast, we've got those overcast skies moving on through overnight. There is a chance for some slight showers overnight, and that's going to continue into tomorrow afternoon as well. So progressing into the evening hours, that's when you get more of a likelihood for those showers to start to roll in. So that's just something to keep in mind. But of course, statewide, we're seeing those temperatures closer to 60, some of those showers and cloudy skies moving on through. So Michaela, time for Brain and Brawn fun fact. And my fun fact for you today is that Jupiter actually has its own aurora borealis, and it's 100 times more energized than what we have here on Earth. So that must be spectacular to see, with like even more energy than we have here.
I know, right? I would love to see it one day.
Yeah. Thank you, Bailey. When we return, we're meeting an Alaskan who's about to turn 100 years old. We hear about his last century of life.
You're watching Alaska's news source.
One Soldotna World War II veteran is getting ready to celebrate a special birthday this month. Georgina Fernandez spent this week catching up with him and learned just a small sample of his countless stories.
Just pull a chair over there if you want.
For Alvin Hirschberger,
Watch the front door and see who comes in.
this is part of his daily routine.
Occasionally somebody will come in that I know, and that's always great, yeah.
Sharing meals
Oh, that's good.
and stories.
And sometimes somebody comes in that I haven't seen for a long time.
Because when you're just 2 weeks shy of your 100th birthday, how does it feel to be almost 100?
Old.
You have a lot of memories to share.
I look back and it's been a good life, really.
Stories filled of history.
I'm thinking 21, but it's been a long time ago.
Hirschberger was just a baby when him and countless other young Americans shipped out to World War II.
I was in the field artillery. My job was to, every night, we'd load up ammunition and take it out to where we had the guns set up.
Hirschberger serving just under a year in combat, being a Bronze Star recipient. Can you still picture that?
The sound of war, yes, it's constant. You hear fire, our heavy weapons fired way off in the distance. There was the sounds of war were going on all night long. Yeah, it was bad, yeah.
Here in Alaska, Hirschberger began writing his next chapters, filled of adventure.
I learned to fly, and I guess that was my favorite thing to do, was fly all over Alaska.
Forming his family and creating many firsts in Soldotna.
So I had the first furniture store in Soldotna.
These photos only capture a snippet of countless stories and historical moments he lived through. But as year 100 inches closer,
You know, I never really gave it too much thought. I didn't feel it was important how many years I lived. What was important, how well I lived those years. I feel satisfied that I lived them fairly well, yeah.
Georgina Fernandez, Alaska's news source.
Thanks for listening. Click subscribe so you can get the latest podcast from Alaska's news source automatically. And stay up to date with breaking news and in-depth reporting available for free 24/7 with the Alaska's news source app.